Yeah, Burkina Faso accused Nigerian Air Force for violating their airspace, and as a result, they, according to information, they forced the plane to land in Burkina Faso. And the news that we are hearing today is that they have arrested 11 officers, 11 soldiers and they have arrested them in Burkina Faso. And then let's look at this case critically. And I will analyze a little thing so that you guys will follow me carefully and you will understand the reason why these guys are paranoid and these guys have a reason to do what they did. You see this man with the hug Tinubu, this man, his name is Macron. Macron is the president of France. This man Macron they speak francophone. We call them they are France. They were the one that colonized the Sahel nations. Some of these francophone countries, some of these African nations that speak French. Now these man people, the ancestors, now they colonize those people's ancestors. And after the colonization, they say these guys get independent. Now lie, the independence was on paper. These guys still remain in those colonies. They were still stealing the resources. And you remember they tell you that the beautiful city in the world is Paris. Paris was never beautiful without the Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea, Benin Republic, and all these things. The resources that is there is what they are extracting. They are exploring, taking it to Paris, and that is why they make Paris the beautiful city in the whole world. Fast forward, now these three guys you are seeing them up there decided that they need independence, and then there was a military coup. And when the coup happened, France was thinking maybe it's a joke, just as what they normally do. Any leader that comes into office and refuses their terms and conditions, what they do is to eliminate the person. So now this one, when they came, they thought these boys are just joking. We will take them out of the equation. But little did they know that these guys became a mountain Gibraltar that they cannot just uproot. These guys are smart. When they took over, they ran to Russia. They went and joined ally with Putin, the president of Russia. And president of Russia now, as we speak, is supporting these guys 100%. 100%. That's the man is supporting them. Considering the fact that the world monopoly, they want to degenerate it down to the multi world kind of order, So Putin is also putting himself in a level whereby America will speak, he will also speak. It will not be like one master and slaves. No, it will be like master sitting and talking. So Putin is now supporting these guys. So when they uproot this Macron away from their countries and they set up mechanism through which their countries' resources will benefit their own people. Because when France was there for more than 3-4 decades, as they were taking the resources away from these countries, they said these countries are the poorest country in the world. Meanwhile, these countries are the richest resources zones that France was extracting their resources. And France, in return, they give them poverty and terrorism. The France military base were in all these francophone colonies. Meanwhile, terrorism was thriving without challenge. And these guys, France claimed that they were there to protect these countries, these people, against terrorists. But guess what? Terrorists were having more superpower. They were taking over the territories where there are these resources. In return, France, behind the back, they will go collect those resources. So the terrorism you see, it gets origin from these people called France. So they were supporting it. And they try as much as possible to weaken the military capability of these countries. But the terrorists were having higher power than the military. So how do you fight these terrorists? Meanwhile, if these countries want to buy weapons, France will tell them, don't buy this type of, even if you buy them, you can't use it to. Guess what? They have what we call reserves, foreign reserves. Their foreign reserve was in France. If they want to go and take money, they will have to pay for their own money to be released to them again. Look at that kind of thing. Their draconian method is way vicious than that of the British. So these guys decided that they don't need these people again. Leave our country, go and stay in your own country and enjoy yourself. Now where wahala can't start with that. Macron say you no go won't come out. Now France is looking for ally since they have been uprooted from the Sahel nations, and now subsequent coups have been happening. So France is looking for allies, and luckily they got Ouattara, that is the president of Guinea. That one is also a dictator in that place. So they now fast forward to this man Tinubu that is there. He's now his friend, and because Tinubu is his own friend, because they've lost the grip of the Sahel nation, you notice one certain time, Nigerian government was saying that the France is coming to Nigeria to come and help them to fight terrorism. Now lie you, not be terrorism they won't come fight for Nigeria. They are looking for a buffer zone where they will camp their military so that they will go back to the Sahel nation. And now is Benin Republic, Guinea, Nigeria. Now this axis they won't mount one of their position so that they can go back and start disturbing those guys. So if it is true that France came to Nigeria to come and help us fight terrorism, since when they came, they are in Nigeria now as we talk like this, they deal with our military because now them talk is on record. So now terrorism is happening in Nigeria unabated. The same thing that is happening in Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso that year where France they there with the military, they don't fit do anything. It's the same thing that is happening in Nigeria. Since when they came, that they want to help Nigeria to fight this terrorism, did you see terrorists reduce? Rather, it's increasing because that is not their priority. They came here to find a buffer zone where they can stay and create chaos for us in this African continent. See, this is a symptoms of World War III. Now they go on so. So what they are looking for is that they want to get some of these puppets. You know what they be puppet? Leader where the office, where they as a president, but na figurehead. He don't know anything. Another man they tell him what to do. A good example is when Macron called Tinubu that he should go and help them foil a coup in Benin Republic. Tinubu have to break his own law without consultations of the National House of Assembly. He sent his military to go and do what they did. That is what they want. Now, where they actually used to control Africa, you see this African Union, you see ECOWAS. Now, where all these puppet head, the leaders of all these countries that are dictators, now where did they go hibernate with that? So, France, any part of those strong nations, now ECOWAS, AU, now where did they control African leaders' mentality, especially those puppet, Abi? Now there, they go bring their own agenda, give them, say, go and do. That's why you see African leaders don't care about the future of their youth. They only do things to benefit their puppet masters. You understand? So if you see anywhere, you see ECOWAS, you see AU, all of them are there playing the card or the script written for them by either France or America or any stronger nation. They are not there for the interest of Africa. And that's the reason why you see we remain perpetually poor. Because what they deliver there, it's only meant to benefit these stronger nations, and we are meant to remain perpetually poor. So if you see anywhere where you see, and that is the reason why when this Sahel nation, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger came on board, they quickly left the ECOWAS because they know that ECOWAS have nothing to contribute, and ECOWAS begin to back. We will attack, but ECOWAS know that he's a toothless bulldog. He can't do anything. Considering the fact that the person who is behind Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso is not, he's a talk and do man. He's Putin, the president of Russia. The guy I've already told them, say, if would have shoot one bullet in that place, would have declared heavy war. Don't forget, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, they are not democracy, oh. They are military, oh. They are military, oh. They don't get time to go debate, oh. Their own be say you don't shoot, and they go respond. You understand? So, back to Nigeria now. You see now, France, Tinubu is a friend of Macron. You see every day they are hobnobbing. You see this picture, you see, as they do like say, who be boyfriend, who be girlfriend among this, as you see this picture, you help me put down for comment section. Who be girlfriend among the two like this? So now, this action, what Tinubu just do now, it's not giving France an idea of what they can do next. So what they will do next is that, they know that now, this Ibrahim Traore is their nightmare. So you see, it is against the Sahel nations principle for any plane to fly on their own airspace without permission. So Nigeria, number one, violated their own what airspace. As a military plane, we won't go fly on their distance. You must tell them, say we won't fly, and they will give you signal fly, then we will fly. Without which you are violating their territorial what integrity. And now waiting Nigeria, they talk say America cannot come to Nigeria and come and defend Nigerians because of what? Sovereignty. Those guys who have sovereignty, they are not one state. As much as people are hyping the Nigerian military that they can smoke, I heard somebody saying that it is a trap, that Traore should not fall for it, and that the Nigerian army have a capability to smoke him out. The question is, if Nigeria has a capability to smoke Traore out of where he is, which that revolution, his people agree with him. No any country has a right to tell the people the kind of government they want to be under. This democracy they are telling us. Macron don't know saying that democracy they do this thing. This colonial master don't care about this democracy they are pushing. Democracy is just like an umbrella under which they hide, and then they execute their evil plans. They explore resources. It's not that the democracy they are talking about works in Africa. It does not work. We don't practice democracy in Africa under the control of these so-called leaders. So now, let me tell you one thing. For some of you that are thinking it's a trap, it is not a trap. The question is, if peradventure Nigeria want to go to war, where till Nigeria start to benefit, because that is what Nigeria should sit down now and begin to count and begin to analyze. Because waiting now they try to now say they won't use Nigeria to start this geopolitics war, and Nigeria they won't use. So if they can't use Nigeria now, Nigeria they produce AK-47, Nigeria they produce missile, Nigeria get nuclear weapon, Nigeria get waiting. Waiting Nigeria start to benefit. If they finally use Nigeria to go to this war, waiting will start to benefit economically. Waiting will start to benefit. Because every war you see, it has beneficiaries. But you see this man, Macron, at the end of the day, now he going to still benefit the war. That is if they succeeded pushing Nigeria to start waiting, they don't feel finish. You know, say now as they talk, our economy is already bad. Just as France economy is also bad because they cannot get free resources from Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso again. So their economy too is dwindling. The same thing our own is even better than their own, if there's any English like that. So now, if this war that they are trying to engineer, if it starts and Nigeria becomes the arrowhead, what Nigeria stands to benefit? This is where wisdom, knowledge is demanded. Like now, Nigeria is supposed to use your sense. Those guys arrest those people. If you know your hands are clean, go there in peace, negotiate with them and really take your people out of that place. If you go and start war that will not benefit, even you will not live to see the end of the war. Now, waiting, me, I will assure you, because trust me, we are already having a serious issue at home. Terrorists are about to take over the whole part of the country because there are some parts of the country that are not governable again. We call them the terrorists have taken those parts that even the Nigerian government cannot go there again. So now you want to go and start a major war with another country. Before you come, the whole country will be taken over by non-state actors. You see the same thing they did. That was the same thing they did in Libya. Then it was Obama. Obama was the American president. Because Gaddafi did not agree with their terms and conditions. They finally destroyed that man. And how did they destroy the man? They used Museveni, the president of Uganda. He was the one, because the man told us on record that he showed Gaddafi They use Museveni just as they are trying to use Ouattara, use Tinubu now to achieve their plan. That was how they used Museveni to achieve their plan. And today they've destabilized Libya. Now the same thing they want to bring for us. These guys are after resources. They don't care about our existence. And it pains me because the kind of leaders we have in Africa don't care about the future of their generation. They are after what they can benefit now. They don't care about the posterity. Now what did they pay me with that? Now if peradventure France can't instigate Nigeria, go and attack that guy. You give him 24 hours, he did not. You know, say France don't say enough go start the war. But he's looking for African country that is willing to use and start the war. The moment African country use African country to start the war, they will be supplying weapons. Now Africa will fight Africa. Now what did they want to do? So this thing they are trying to see. This thing is bigger than what we are thinking. No? It's bigger than what you are thinking. So they are trying to use Nigeria because me, I don't see them clearly now say I think they want to achieve this their plan. And if that thing happen, all of us, everybody, you think if Nigeria government launch attack on Burkina Faso, Nigeria no go respond, Mali no go respond. You think they are sleeping like Nigeria that they are sleeping? These guys are planning. In fact, there was a news that Russia is building a nuclear plant in Niger using their own uranium. So the small boy you think before, he's not a small boy again. No, you can't bully him. Oh, now what thing are they try talk? The moment the war start, Russia will come, and when Russia come, it become gigi. Nigeria will survive. We feel survive. So for some of now, House of Representatives, National House of Assembly, make una sit down. Make una no gree make this man go start. Now same thing you want go do for Nigeria now because the whole thing cast. For now, everybody for don't run kitty. But God so kind. He first want to launch attack before everything can end. Please, so this is not going to favor us. It's not going to favor us. It is the colonial masters that want to enjoy resources. And they don't care if all Africans die and the resources is there for them. So let's use wisdom is demanded at this juncture. Thank you for watching. Please do well to share this video until I come your way again. Bye.